Morning, guys. This is Stephanie, a Lost for Words VSG. I am here with the results of my pouch reset test. I had VSG June 3rd of this year, and I'm not going to go through all my old stats, but day of surgery I was 291 pounds, and Monday morning when I started my pouch reset. Okay, well, let me back up. I had gotten down to 235 like a week or so ago. Been eating a lot of things that I shouldn't. And Monday, I was back on the scales and I was 239 pounds. Well, Saturday, I think I realized, Friday or Saturday is when I realized I need to do this pouch reset because my mental thinking was not wasn't thinking like a VSG patient, like a bariatric patient, and that kind of scared me. My eating wasn't along those lines, let's put it that way. And so Monday morning, I decided to start the pouch reset. I did some research, and they have several different. You can do a 5-day, a 6-day, or an 8-day. I chose a 5-day. Monday morning, when I got up, I weighed 239 pounds. This morning, I finished the 5 days yesterday. Today is Saturday, and I weighed 232.8 pounds. So I lost 6.2 pounds in 5 days. What that showed me is that this pouch reset, it worked for me. It helped tremendously. I know that there have been some negativity out there on the internet about it. I saw where one person said that they felt like it puts you back into the diet mentality. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I think it put me back into VSG mentality, and I think that there is a difference. Diet to me symbolizes something that you try for long-term or short-term to get results with the thinking that, it has an end goal. VSG mentality, I'm always going to be a VSG patient. I'm always going to be a bariatric patient. I will never have my whole belly again. And we've been taught how to eat. This is a choice that we made. Those of us who had VSG had it for a reason. We had it because we wanted to lose weight. And this was, probably our last option for most of us, or many of us. And so, they taught us how to eat. And me being me, and me having the food addiction that I have, had gotten way off track on that. And I was probably lucky that, I had only gained 4 pounds. And no, I don't think it was water weight. I think I had gained 4 pounds. Very poor eating habits, letting old things creep back in. I hit a buffet 3 times in a little over a week. What was I thinking? And even when I hit the buffet, here's the thing, guys. I'm not a model VSG patient. I still struggle with food addiction. And so I still struggle with making proper choices for myself. And I'm so impressed and amazed at those of you who have been able to stick to it. Your weight loss shows. It shows in your numbers, your determination. I'm just like, wow. I wish that I had that mentality and that determination. I'm a food addict, and it's just something I battle every day. So moving on, I just wanted to give you all a quick rundown of the things that I ate and some thoughts with the 5-day pouch test. Day 1 and day 2 were full liquids. The kind of things that I ate was protein shakes, sugar-free, fat-free pudding, Greek yogurt. I had some tomato soup, applesauce, sugar-free Jell-O. When I wanted just a taste of something, I either took like a spoonful of dip, French onion dip, or some peanut butter. I did have some sugar-free tapioca pudding. My one fallback on those 2 days was that I had 2 Hershey's Kisses at my mother's house. I don't bring the stuff into my house because I know that I will eat it. I have a very hard time with staying away from it when it's at someone else's house. I ate a lot of protein. I did do protein shakes. What these 2 days, first day showed me, I was hungry at night. I did feel hungry. I wasn't starved, but I was hungry. And part of the goal of this pouch reset is to get your restriction back, because I think I'd lost some of my restriction. That, and I was just plain overeating. But I didn't feel like I was getting as full. And I've never had a lot of restriction. I mean, I've seen VSG videos where somebody would say, I've ate 2 ounces and that's all I could eat. Other than the first maybe week, that's never been me. I have always been able, pretty much after the first week, been comfortably able to eat like a half a cup. And then probably within the second or third week, could have ate a cup. I tried not to, but I mean, my point is, restriction has never been real big for me. I've not ever really had that tight restriction, but this is hopefully going to reset and get back a little bit more to what it was right after my surgery. I did find that I didn't obsess over what I was eating as much, and I think part of that was because I was only eating full liquids, so what's there to obsess over, you know? Day 3 was soft foods. I could have soft scrambled eggs, kind of mushy scrambled eggs. I did have some of those. I had two soft scrambled eggs for breakfast. I had some tuna salad mixed with a hard-boiled egg that I just mashed really good for lunch. And then I had some baked salmon, which was kind of flaky, for supper. I did have a cheese stick and a half a cup of sugar-free, fat-free pudding in there for snack. I had a lot of protein that day. This showed me, day 3 kind of was my alert that I need to go back to measuring. I've gotten away from measuring my food. This really showed me that I need to go back to measuring what I eat and not just eyeball it. But I need to actually measure it. I wasn't as hungry. I was really excited that I got to eat kind of real food. I mean, 2 days being back on full liquids, even though I had pudding, which, it's not drinkable, I mean, the full liquids, kind of, you think of eating, but pudding was on their list of full liquids that you could have, so, but anyways, I was happy to get back to feel some consistency, and so I had the soft scrambled eggs and the salmon on day 3. Day 4 was ground dense protein, like ground chicken, ground turkey, ground beef. I didn't completely stick to that because for breakfast I had scrambled eggs with chopped up ham. For lunch I did have ground beef cheeseburger with cheese. And then supper I had meatloaf. I made meatloaf. I did have some extra snacks that day, and I'm not sure why that I felt like I needed something extra. The camera's shaking because my dog is scratching her face and she's shaking my bed. But I had these little things called protein minis. They're about yay big, and I picked them up at the Dollar Tree, and they are supposed to be cashews, peanut butter, I think oats, protein. They're actually only 3 grams of protein, so it's not really a good protein snack. I got them, just wanted to try them. Issue is they're 100 calories each. I had 2 of those. Not at the same time, but throughout the day. And then also had a Greek yogurt as a snack. That was 280 calories just in snacking. So that was a big marker for me, a big red flag, because I do snack a lot. And I snack on everything from pistachios to banana chips to coconut flakes to pea pods. But I do snack. And just in those 3 things, I picked up and then, those were relatively healthy things, but I picked up 280 calories, guys. So that was a big red flag for me on where I'm picking up extra calories because I haven't been measuring. I haven't been keeping track of my calories. Um, I felt full with the soft protein. I felt full. I didn't feel stuffed, but I felt comfortably full. Um, and I also realized that I have been eating out of boredom and restlessness. I've been doing a lot of my snacking because um, because I work from home and I sit at a desk all day typing. Um, I have a lot of sit time. I will tell you, my Fitbit. Yeah, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and she'd lost 38 pounds, and she's doing it the good old-fashioned way by, just dieting and watching her carbs and walking and exercising. And she has a Fitbit, and she was telling me, well, I'm almost at goal. And I said, well, did you set yours at 10,000? I have to be honest. I've had my Fitbit for several months. I've never hit 10,000 steps. I've come close, but I've never hit 10,000 steps. I've hit like 9,700 or something. So I said, oh, did you set your goal at 10,000? She's like, no, I have my goal set at 14,000. I'm almost there. And I went, oh my goodness, I'm way behind the times. Um, but part of that is I sit at a desk all day. And when I work overtime, that's, extra time. So often I can sit at a desk easily for 9, 10 hours a day, 10.5 hours. Well, there's not a whole lot of walk time in there if, I have to do the laundry and the groceries, or I have to go take care of my mom, or I've got a church night, or, I've got to take my son somewhere. There's just not a lot of exercise time. And I'm already getting up at 5:30, 6:30 every morning, 4:30, twice a week I get up at 4:30. And then the rest of the times I get up at like 6:30. I'm already doing without a lot of sleep. So the exercise thing is just an issue for me. But the problem is I eat out of boredom and out of restlessness, and because I'm sitting at a desk all day, and then I'm not exercising at all. So that was just kind of an eye-opener there. I kind of digressed there a little bit. But day 5 was supposed to have been just regular protein like steak, chicken, something like that, fish, whatever. I had for breakfast a grilled chicken breast. I did have, for a snack, I did have a few bites of beef jerky. I didn't have a whole serving, which I think are 70 calories in a serving. I had probably half a serving. And then for my snack, I did have a Power Crunch bar. I was kind of hungry, not famished, but I did really want something, and this is 13 grams of protein. It's low carb, low sugar, but I will say it does have a lot of fat grams. I think it's 13 grams of fat, but really satisfying, 13 grams of protein. So I did have one of those. For lunch, I had leftover meatloaf. 5 o'clock, I had another chicken breast, grilled chicken breast. Now, here's where I fell off the train. I went to a birthday party last night. I ate the chicken breast because I thought, I'm going to this party. I want to be able to feel full. I want to be able to not be tempted. Guys, I got a whole lot of work to do up here. My mentality is just, I guess it's just a food addict mentality. I don't know. I'm going to be honest and tell you what happened. So I get there, and it was a 16th birthday party for one of our friends, and they had chili. They had like 4 different kinds of chili. Well, I was okay. I wouldn't have messed with the chili, except they had white chili. And I saw the chunks of chicken floating in, and I thought, I have never tasted white chili. I'm going to get just a little bit. So I started out with literally like 1/4 of a cup of chili, just enough it barely covered the bowl. Sprinkled a little bit of cheese. This was 2 hours after I'd had the chicken breast. It was delicious. And I thought, ooh, that was really good. So what I do? I went back and got more. I had, again, eyeballing, which you shouldn't do, but I'm at a birthday party. What am I going to do? I had about a cup of white chili. It was really good. They had homemade chocolate chip cookies. Crack. It's just crack to me. Had one of those. They had 2 different kinds of birthday cake and 2 different kinds of cupcakes, of the mini cupcakes. I ended up having a small piece of the birthday cake and 2 mini cupcakes. So I fell off the train. I would have done fine if I had not had the bowl of chili and the chocolate chip cookie and the cake and the cupcakes. This was over the course of the evening, but I was stuffed when I came home. I was absolutely stuffed, hurting, kind of full. So this is when I say I have to really, this mental game, I will say this 5-day pouch test got my head back in the game. It did get my head back in what I'm supposed to be doing. I caught myself thinking, like on day 2 and day 3, oh, I can't wait till the weekend till I can have my regular food again. And as soon as I realized that I was thinking that way, I stopped, because I realized the whole point of the pouch reset is to take me back to that pouch mentality, to take me back to, I am a bariatric patient. This is the way I need to eat. A lot of the stuff that I've been eating is not stuff I needed. It's stuff that I was eating because I was going back to those old habits. And that's why I gained 4 pounds. I saw a thing, I think it was on the pouch, one of the pouch reset things. It was just a blurb, but it kind of caught my eye. But it was 4 plus 2 plus 2. And that was easy to remember. Protein first, 4 ounces of protein, 2 ounces of fruit or veggie, and then if you have room, 2 ounces of carbs. That's what my measurement. That's a good measurement for me, because I can comfortably hold a cup of food. 4 ounces of protein. I've gotten way off that, guys. Way off of that. The other thing that I saw, which I thought was cute, was a 2-to-1 bite rule. And it was 2 bites of protein versus 1 bite of the, veggies or whatever. So, the pouch reset, my take on it is it definitely works. In 5 days, I'm down 6.2 pounds. 239 was Monday. Today was 232.8, which is my lowest. It's been my lowest the whole process. It showed me that I need to get back to measuring. It showed me that I've gotten way off track in my my eating. I've gotten way, hitting buffets, little bites of, fudge here, little bites of cookies here, snacking in between just because I'm bored and restless. I did keep some sugar-free mints on hand, and when I felt like I needed to put something in my mouth, I put a sugar-free mint in. It showed me that even snacking a little, like I think it was day 3 when I had, or day 4, I can't remember, when I had the 2 protein minis and the Greek yogurt, your mentality at the time is like, oh, well, this is good, this is healthy, this is protein. When you sit down at the end of the day and you add up the calories, that was an extra 280 calories. And I'm just like blown away. 280 calories just, and guys, that's just a drop in the bucket to probably what I've had on other days of snacks. So it really showed me I need to cut back on my snacking. I need to choose more wisely on my snacking. I think the Greek yogurt was fine, but the 2 protein minis, that was 200 calories right there. It's not acceptable for a snack. It showed me that I can be comfortably full eating protein, and it showed me that, I've been overeating, even going past beyond the cup. I think I need to save the sweets or the snack, the cupcake. I'm not punishing myself because I had some cake last night. I don't think I'm ever going to get to a point where I'm never, ever, ever going to let a piece of food like that pass my mouth again. That's just not who I am. I don't think that's real life for me. Maybe it is for some people, but it's just not real life for me. There is a reason I don't bring it into my house. That's why. I don't have control over it. So, I know this, and I need to stay away from the buffets. Um, it was a very positive experience for me. I think that I will probably do it again in the future. I think when my weight stalls, I think when, if I feel like I'm getting out of hand again, I think that I will do this again. It was a very positive thing for me. I don't believe it takes me back to a diet mentality. I think it takes me back to I am a VSG mentality, and this is the way that I need to eat. I applaud you guys. Um, that have been able to stay on track. I know there's several of us that are pretty close in between. Not to put anybody out on a stand or call anybody out, but just as a shout out, she and VSG has done wonderfully. She has stuck to her plan and done wonderfully, and she, to me, she's like my VSG hero. Um, Kara Lancey has done wonderfully. And there's many of you out there that CC Cartwheel VSG has done great, and I applaud you all for sticking to this, to the calories and the measuring and the really. Um, I just have to be honest. I'm not there mentally. I'm not there, and this pouch reset has showed me that I'm not there, and I need to get back there. I need to go back to having that. I am a bariatric patient and will always be a bariatric patient. I can't make that go away. If I try to make that go away, I go back into eating like I did. That got me to 340 pounds, which was my highest weight. So, positive experience. I definitely feel like if I need to, I will do this again. I am excited to try to take what I've learned in this last 5 days. I realize I will be incorporating other things into my diet, but I'm hoping to apply what I've learned. I'm also hoping that maybe gaining that extra little restriction of letting that pouch retighten a little bit will be helpful as well. Listening to my, hunger signals and not my eyeball wanting those kind of food signals. So, anyways, hope this was helpful for anybody that's out there struggling. I don't know the name of the lady that I think her name is Kay. The Pouch Reset program that I followed. But I will say I think there are several out there because, like I said, I did see a 5-day, a 6-day, and an 8-day out there. So I'm sorry this is so long, but I'm happy to report that the Pouch Reset was a success for me. God bless, and you guys have a good weekend. Thanks.